Here's a new systematic review and meta-analysis looking at plant-based diets and the risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and mortality. The researchers included 76 publications totaling over 2.2 million participants. They found that plant-based dietary patterns were associated with an 18% lower risk of type 2 diabetes, a 10% lower risk of cardiovascular disease, a 9% lower risk of cancer, and a 16% lower risk of total mortality. And when they specifically looked at plant-based diets that emphasized healthy foods like fruits, veggies, whole grains, legumes, and nuts, they found that those plant-based diets were associated with a 21% lower risk of type 2 diabetes, a 15% lower risk of cardiovascular disease, a 14% lower risk of cancer, and a 14% lower risk of total mortality. And although those results pertain to all sorts of plant-based diets, including non-vegetarian iterations, they also conducted an analysis on vegetarian and vegan diets and found that the results were largely similar, with even greater reductions in type 2 diabetes risk. On the other hand, plant-based diets rich in those less healthy plant foods like potato chips and sodas were associated with a greater risk of these diseases, so what you replace animal foods with really does matter.